What's going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome back to the channel. This will be the last video we'll be hitting with you tonight. Tomorrow, I'll wrap up the rest of the abilities. We'll just put all the defensive abilities into one video. But we're going to be taking a look here at the Madden 21 wide receiver and tight end superstar and superstar XFactor abilities that are going to be here in Madden 21. Obviously, there's going to be some carryover from the abilities we saw in Madden 20, but there are definitely some new ones and a lot more superstar abilities, which some are overpowered, some are, kind of useless, and everything in between. Thanks to MaddenSchool.com for dropping these abilities. Go check it out if you don't want to just... I've done running backs already. I've done quarterbacks already. If you want to see the offensive linemen, defensive linemen, edge rushers, linebackers, corner safeties, special teamers, everything, go check out their website. But today we will just be highlighting the wide receivers and tight ends, and we'll be back tomorrow, probably around lunchtime, looking at the rest of these abilities. So looking at the wide receivers and tight ends, we're starting with the base XFactor abilities, and they're the ones that are coming back from Madden 20. We have the double me ability, which you know what it is, man, to get a better success rate on aggressive catches. Travis Kelce, Mike Evans, DeAndre Hopkins, Julio Jones, Devontae Adams, and Adam Thielen. I will say it is a little interesting, given the year he had last season, that Adam Thielen still is holding an XFactor ability, but I mean, to each their own. It's not ridiculous to think that he's still a very talented player. I just thought maybe he could have caught a little regression and just been a guy that has superstar abilities and not X Factors. We have Rack 'em Up, which is for your rack catches and single coverage for Stephon Diggs and Tyreek Hill. So Tyreek Hill is now an X Factor. He, pretty much paid the price last year for the off the field stuff where they just gave him and dogged him with a star dev. Now he's back up to an X Factor. I guess we're supposed to forget, the controversies, stuff like that. But either way, I mean, he's a sensational player on the field and definitely deserves an ability, and we got Diggs here as well. Did Diggs have an X Factor last year? I feel like he was a super. He might have started as a superstar and then got X Factor. I don't know. Then we got Max Security, which is increases their success rate or decreases knockout chance on possession catches for Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper, and Michael Thomas. It makes sense that these guys are also going to be X Factors. And then we got Yak 'em Up. Best physical receivers don't come down with the ball. They carry it home. At the end of the zone, they need the guarantee to break their first post-catch tackle. Very overpowered and exactly what George Kittle deserves. Because you look at any of the highlights from George Kittle last season, pretty much all his big highlight plays are exactly that. Makes the catch, makes the first guy look stupid by either running them over or stiff-arming them into next week and getting a big-time play. So it's nice to see George Kittle be the... Whoa. He's the only... No, sorry. George Kittle and Travis Kelce are the only X-Factor tight ends, so no Zach Ertz ability. Does that pay? That doesn't really hurt me. Doesn't really hurt me. I'm fine. Moving on to the superstar abilities for the wide receivers and tight ends. We have short in elite for Michael Thomas, George Kittle, and DeAndre Hopkins. Mid in elite for Cortland Sutton, Mike Evans, DeAndre Hopkins, Zach Ertz, and Julian Edelman. And deep elite for Stephon Diggs only. Again, as we go through these, Madden School has dropped them. I'm going to guess that all of the actual abilities are the ones in Madden 21, but there could be some fluidity to the players, the official players who get what abilities. Because anytime I see just one, I'm like, maybe there's, because they want to release the X Factor blogs. It's marketing. It's all marketing. Maybe they'll find a way to add like 2 or 3 more into some of these abilities that only have one player. But yeah, there we go. Then we got short out elite for Tyreek Hill, George Kittle, DJ Moore, and Michael Thomas. Mid-out elite. There's way too... I already tell you right now, way too many receiving abilities. But this one here is for Keenan Allen, Julio Jones, Kenny Golladay, DJ Moore, and Adam Thielen. Deep out elite for Allen Robinson, Air 15, Mike Evans, Travis Kelce, T.Y. Hilton, and Amari Cooper. I'll tell you right now, I don't think T.Y. Hilton deserves an ability. I don't know if that's a hot take or not. I mean, maybe if it's just this one peculiar one, but I've seen every player that has one at least gets 2 superstar abilities. I don't know about T.Y. Hilton still holding on to that level. I don't know. Wasn't he an X Factor though last year? I guess if he got regressed, I'm pretty sure, because I think I made a complaint about that when I was talking about my X Factor prediction video. Yeah, maybe superstars not. Maybe I'm trying to be overly harsh here for T.Y. Hilton. Deep out elite for him. And obviously, you could just, I'm not going to repeat because all these are just changed by like a word or two. You can see them. Outside apprentice, when lined up at wide receiver, excluding slot players with the ability of access to 4 additional hot routes. That's Allen Robinson, Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper, Julio Jones, and Devontae Adams. Jukebox, which is, pretty much a universal for any offensive player, it feels like. For Stephon Diggs, Odell Beckham Jr., and Tyreek Hill, steerable juke animations. I definitely felt that with Tyreek Hill in the beta. I played a lot with the Kansas City Chiefs. Tyreek Hill, first till it hurts. Anytime you got that ball in open space, he made the opposing defensive players look foolish. I'm telling you right now, he's the most overpowered wide receiver in Madden 21. We have grab and go for Tyreek, OBJ, and Stephon Diggs. And this is definitely one that you'd feel a lot. You catch anything with Tyreek Hill, that you have to turn upfield, it's gone. It's automatic. I definitely felt this one. I don't know if this ability was in Madden 20 or not, but I never really felt it in Madden 21. So I think here, or Madden 20, sorry. So I definitely like this ability. We have the Return Man ability. Brand new one for special teamers. That's actually kind of cool. Ball carriers with the ability can quickly shift momentum, change direction, and turn the corner without sacrificing speed on kick returns and punt returns. Cordero Patterson and Andre Roberts, so two perennial special teamers, have got this ability. I think, who else to get? I feel like there's more. No, I mean, you'll have Darren Sproles out of the game, but I do like that. Much like when we were talking about the running back XFactor abilities, and they finally gave essentially fullbacks the ability to gain them for like power, obviously like bulldozer, stuff like that, and Kyle Juszczyk had two abilities. I think adding stuff like this for specialized players is good. It's definitely the right direction for these superstar abilities because, if I'm thinking more so in your franchise mode when you draft players, what if you get the next Devin Hester? Give him an ability that truly makes him a threat on special teams because these players exist and they haven't really existed. I'm horrible. I can't even remember the last. I might get 5 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the last couple of Maddens. Back in the day, I would get one every 5 games. Let alone 5 total, and I don't know how many games I have played here on Madden 20. So I really like that. Full kudos for adding that ability. We got red zone threat for Gronk, Mike Evans, DeAndre Hopkins, Kenny Golladay, Devontae Adams, and Cooper Kupp. Better contested catches in single coverage in the red zone. We have second wind, which is an ability that I'm pretty sure we saw Josh Jacobs have at the running back spot. That is for Chris Godwin of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when you get the replenished stamina. And it's a little bit different when you talk about Chris Godwin because Chris Godwin has good speed. He's a guy that comes with 91, 92, 93 speed acceleration type combinations versus someone like Josh Jacobs that has 88 speed, and you might be able to use the lack of speed with his stamina boost as an advantage. But Godwin, he has everything going for him. So that's a really nice ability there. Route technician for T.Y. Hilton, Cooper, Julio, Devontae Adams, and Michael Thomas. High success rate in creating separation. Tank ability for Gronk. Good God, Gronk's going to be OP. I mean, Gronk should be OP. I know he's come back from the game. I know everyone's saying that, he was out for X amount of years. I think the leak was that he was a 92 overall. He might have actually been higher, but I think it was a 92. I mean, he should be. Let's be honest. When healthy, Gronk's probably got, I don't want to say probably because George Kittle is a freak. But Gronk, even taking a year off, he's going to instantly walk and be a top 5 tight end league, if not top 3. Might be able to bump out Zach Ertz for that. We have tight end apprentice. When lined up, tight end players' ability have access to 4 additional hot routes during play adjustments for Travis Kelce and Zach Ertz. So good to see Ertz is still at least a superstar. Versus last year, he opened up Madden 20 as an X Factor. We have leapfrog for Travis Kelce, route apprentice for George Kittle. So those are the abilities for this. We might as well just finish up the offense. You know what I'm saying? We'll look at these tackles. What do we got here? There's a lot of lineman abilities, which is something that we wanted, right? No, we can't do that in this video because there's so many. Screw it, no, because no one wants to click a video and watch about linemen. All the OLine superstar we have all day. Blocker's ability will allow less frequent shed attempts by their blocks. This is going to be important because if you played the beta, there's all this, you have pass rush moves. There's a stamina bar for your pass rush moves. So these are going to be pretty powerful. We got Mitchell Schwartz, Tyron Smith, and David Bakhtiari. Edge Protector, which is ability I believe that comes over from Madden 20. For Schwartz, Tyron Smith, Trent Williams, David Bakhtiari, Ryan Ramczyk, so it's a tackle specific. Screen Protector. Dominantly win impact blocks on screen plays for Zach Martin, Jason Kelce, and Trent Williams. Yep, makes sense. We got Post Up, which win any double team block they're engaged in for Zach Martin, Brandon Brooks, Trent Brown, and Brandon Scherf. We have Nasty Streak. This is the ability that they gave Kyle Juszczyk. It's also going to be available for Quentin Nelson, Lane Johnson, and Trent Brown. Blockers' ability frequently win impact blocks against linebackers and DBs when playing as lineman or fullback. I would love a way, because they have this, that I could put lineman at fullback. That would be a nice little adjustment that I could make in-game. But I'm seeing right now, Brandon Brooks, Lane Johnson, and Jason Kelce for the Philadelphia Eagles all going to have superstar abilities, as well as Zach Ertz. So So that's pretty cool. And Carson Wentz. All right, we got Unspun. Blocker's ability, defend against spin pass rush moves as if they had an additional resistance point. So that's for Andrew Whitworth. That's oddly specific. We have Lifeguard. Blocker's ability, defend against swim club pass rush moves as if they had additional resistance for Brandon Brooks and Ronnie Stanley. We have Tough Nut. They have increased number of blocker resistance points. That's actually... that might be like the most overpowered one so far. And that's just, as of right now, according to Madden School, for Terran Armstead of the Saints. That seems like it basically is going to make him, he's like a buffed lineman. He's like an overpowered lineman because he can just, all right, there we go. We got the winner for the most overpowered lineman ability. We have Puller Elite for Quentin Nelson and David DeCastro, win on pull blocks. Matador for Rodney Hudson, it should be, and Brandon Schriff, stronger protection against bull rush moves. We have Tear Proof for David DeCastro against rip moves. Fool Me Once for Lane Johnson and Ryan Ramczyk. Gain blocker resistance points at a faster rate. That also seems like a very good ability. Natural Talent is the final one as of right now, just for Jason Kelce of the Eagles. They start every new blocking encounter with built-in resistance. So there you go. I mean, this is exactly what they had to do. They had to make this... they had to buff the linemen because DNs and their XFactor abilities were so overpowered in Madden 20. Now, the biggest thing, I think this is definitely the right direction to go if superstars and all these abilities are truly the direction that Madden's going to be going for now in the future. Make sure that I can earn these dev trait upgrades in my franchise mode. In Madden 20, you could not go up a dev trait with an offensive lineman. You got a normal dev lineman, he stayed a normal dev lineman. You got a star lineman, he stayed a star lineman. You had a superstar lineman, well, that's as high as they can go. They probably, I don't know why they didn't add XFactor abilities for linemen. I feel like you could, you should. You know, I don't know what more you could add, but I straight up feel like you should have an instant counter. Not resistance points, not all these things. You should just have like a special tackle X factor that only 1 or 2, 3 tackles have, and it's like they don't get beat. They will not get beat because tackles pitch shutouts. And in Madden, tackles don't pitch shutouts, no matter how good they are. But how do you guys feel about it? Obviously, it was just a little bonus talking about the offensive lineman. How do you guys feel about the superstar abilities, the X-Factor abilities for the receivers, for the tight ends, and obviously we threw in the offensive lineman there in Madden 21. As it stands, like I said, I think maybe the players who get these abilities could change between now and the official release, but I think the actual abilities themselves are going to be what is in the game. Again, shout out to MaddenSchool.com. Go check them out if you want to be able to kind of break down and look at all the different individual players. Obviously, as we got through this, do you think any players got snubbed from getting abilities? That is definitely another talking point when going through all that. So that will do it for me today, guys. We'll be back tomorrow. I think we're probably gonna group up all of the defensive players into one video, but I don't know. I might just, throughout the day, just want to do like a pass rusher. We'll do a linebacker, and we'll do defensive back. I really don't know. I'm not one, it doesn't make a whole lot of difference for me. 3 videos versus 1 video. It's just 3 video spam versus 1 super long video that people don't want to see. Whatever. Either way, if you guys are enjoying this stuff, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. We're on the road to 150,000 subscribers here on YouTube in the Madden 21 season. Hopefully we can hit that sooner than later. But thank you guys for watching, and until next time, it's C4 saying peace